think both Adriel, and I think Aris too, have reported meeting, and it seems to be the person who's been teleporting members out of your party and putting them back.
I can't remember if I encountered him or not.
You have not met the Jekyller yet.
But did they tell us about meeting the
Yes.
Jekyller?
Yeah, they've told you about meeting the Jekyller. So
Ah,
you know the name.
So it is my turn then. What is it that you want with me?
Well, Forger, that's an awfully odd way to put it. What I want with you. And he snaps his fingers, and you look down, and you see you're at the top of this mountain, and you're seated on this throne of gold, and there's all this treasure all about you, kind of like running off the mountain like this fountain, and it's like two suns, blood red in the sky, and he snaps his fingers, and you're back again. What do I want with you? That's awfully presumptuous. I'm not be so selfish, Mr. Forger. I want to get to know you. Except I already know far more about you than you do. I was wondering if perhaps you want to know yourself.
In what way?
Well, Forger, here's the interesting thing, Mr. Forger. I was there when Nem put you into the ground. I know who you are. I know your true purpose. Little cleric who worships Nem, the infant. I was there when Nem was born. I was there before Nem's universe was born. I am universes older than him, ages, realities older. You worship him as if he was a god.
Is Nem not a god?
Oh, Mr. Forger, you're so charming. You seem so open-minded. It's a rare quality these days. No, Nem is not a god. Nem is an earth spirit who made a few mountains and then wandered over the sea. Your own faith, Mr. Forger, has driven you to great heights. It has given you great power, but Nem is no god. Mr. Forger, I'm the true god. All of your powers are my powers. And I'll be honest with you, I miss being worshipped.
I make an insight check.
Please do.
I want to know if this guy's not just lying to me.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Wow, that's really bad. That's not good.
I mean, he seems legit, but it's honestly really hard to tell. Like, you don't know what this being is. You've never encountered him personally. How could you know? Like, it's so... It's hard, how would you know if he's telling the truth? But at the same time, how could you know if he was lying? Like, how could you say either way?
I think I require some elaboration.
Of course. Would you
Maybe
say
some proof of said claim. Not that I do not believe you, Jekyller.
The Jekyller.
The Jekyller. Is
Some
there
proof.
some large claims, knowing my origin, my purpose, and that my god or patron or whatever spiritual leader, then I guess is.
Yes, well, it's a lot to take in, I'll grant you, but I forget, after living thousands of years, universes upon universe, that people are, take a moment to digest information. It's entirely reasonable. But I've noticed you desire strength, Forger. You need it. As for proof, well, Mr. Forger, you already have it. Who was it that freed you from slavery? Why was Adriel there at the edge of the woods, and he came down the hill and knew to look in one particular stable in one particular carriage? Why me, Mr. Forger? I told him to look in the carriage. I took him from among your company because I knew you would soon face Crucible, and I knew that you were not ready yet to destroy that pathetic creature, that pathetic being of slavery. I knew that someone would be needed to save you, so I plucked from one among your number so that he would not be captured. Then I sent him to be your savior. Forger, I have been with you every step of the way.
Thanks.
Well, Mr.
I guess.
Forger, you must understand, every god needs a prophet. I have no prophet. I miss being worshipped. I spend a few thousand years in imprisonment and nobody remembers me.
Well, wait, one sec. Imprisonment?
Of a kind, of a nature. He looks around the subterranean space. Do you like it? This is my home for about a millennia. It gets old after a while.
So why or how are you imprisoned?
Was, Mr. Forger, was
Was.
being the key
Oh.
word. Well, let's just say there were disagreements with the old faces. They, of course, like to be worshipped. That is rather popular. At least it was last I was around. It seems to have somewhat fallen out of fashion, which is a mercy. It's time for a new god to rise, a better god, the first god. And sometimes I place my trust in people who betray it. But I trust you, Mr. Forger. I saw you made. I know what you are for, who you are, Mr. Forger. You are not some dwarf's anvil. You were not made to do one thing and one thing only. You are not a tool, Mr. Forger. You are a person. You are a hero. You are a prophet. You are meant for so much more. And I can show you.
Then show me.
You will do it then. I know that I have seen that you desire strength, that you need it to defeat the enemies that you have. I offer power. I offer to you power in exchange for worship. You accept.
That's a good question. Out of game. I'm thinking about it for a minute.
I can show you so much, Mr. Forger. Trust me. You cannot ask for a better ally in this world.
I do not wish to betray Nem, who has given me much. So, this is a difficult decision, if you would.
Who's to say it's betrayal, Forger? Did you not see in them what you ultimately sought in me? I who have seen thousands of universes, Mr. Forger? Did you not speak in them what ultimately you have now found? Answers, meaning, power. I can give you all three.
Why?
Because, Mr. Forger, not a lot of people are terribly interested in me anymore, and frankly, you are the first decent person I've come across. I told you I saw you put in the ground. I know what you are meant for, who you are meant to be, and I can show you.
Sorry, this is really hard decision. I don't know what to do here exactly.
Well, as Forger made up his mind, because that's a different question.
Yeah, let me look at some of my things here.
Because if he hasn't made up his mind, that's an answer too.
What is your goal?
My
the
goal,
juggler?
Mr. Forger, very interesting question. What is my goal? What is my goal? An interesting question. Let me take that question and turn it back to you. What is your goal, Mr. Forger? What are you trying to achieve? Who are you? Do you know? And would you like to find out?
I won't lie, I'm interested in my history. I don't remember anything before
Mm, mm,
being unearthed much. My goal, the things that I feel I must do, is to make the world a better place.
mm. Of course.
To craft and create and to help and to heal and to defend. And these are the things that I found being a right of Nem.
But yes, Mr. Forger, but how can you do any of those things without the power to accomplish them? I can give you power. I can give you many gifts.
There's something, I can't quite put a finger on it. Jekyll.
The Jekyll.
The Jekyll, sorry.
Does not matter.
I'm not sure that I trust you.
Ah, yes. Trust, that ephemeral thing. Fickle and fleeting. Of course, what is a god without faith, and what is a prophet without faith? But you know that I am here, and you know that I know things. How best could we proceed, Mr. Forger? Because I like you, Mr. Forger, and I'd like us to be friends. I see you need more time to decide. I am, of course, asking a great deal of you, but you are a holy man, and the only one of the few I know. I'll tell you what, Mr. Forger. I will give you a token of my power, a small token. I do not know if it will serve you in your travels at this time, perhaps in the future. Yes. I will give you this. And he pulls out from the inside of his coat this kind of slightly filmy mirror. It's kind of silver. It's a little hand mirror. He holds it out to you. This is the mirror of... Yes, it's the mirror of mad revelation. Those who look upon this, who are forced to look into it, and are asked a question, must tell the truth. A gift from the God of Truth. You may keep it.
I will not turn down a gift. Maybe this will help me come to a decision.
Take all the time you need. We'll be in touch. Do you have any further questions?
I kind of turn around and point towards the what appear to be souls passing through this realm. What can you tell me about these souls?
Ah, yes, the dying. Yes. There are common occurrence down here. This is the place between dimensions, my dear Mr. Forger. It is the most desolate of places, and as inhabitants pass on to the afterlife, they must, of course, pass through the chinks in between. Where I was
The
across...
liminal spaces, that does make sense.
Yes, yes, precisely, Mr. Forger. You understand. The souls of the dying, the souls of those whose time has come, and the souls of those whose time is not. Look upon it well, Mr. Forger. It is a tapestry of reality.
I should probably come clean then. I did touch one and it went back up.
You saved a life, Mr. Forger. I imagine that would fit into your better world.
It's complicated, I think.
Is it complicated, Mr. Forger, or is it quite simple? Perhaps. Do you know whose life it was?
I do not know their name, but they looked like they were in bondage, and now I feel that I have made a mistake. Maybe it would have been better for them to pass on.
Mr. Forger, how would you know such an answer as to a question as that? Do not
That's
presume
that's the
information.
problem, yes.
Don't presume information you don't have. That should allow me. He kind of swoops down. You notice he's kind of floating a little bit now. All of a sudden, he kind of swoops down beside you, just kind of floating with like almost horizontally. Mr. Forger, let me just allow myself to shape around your headspace for a minute. Do you believe that life is a creative thing of creating things, of making things? You have given her, or whoever it was, he corrects himself, more time, have you not? To create, to find freedom? If you were given the chance, Mr. Forger, to save someone, it is not your business to which home they return. It is your business that you do what is before you, is it not?
This is true.
Perhaps, Mr. Forger, you overthink questions. You want to be more or less than a hero, rather than a hero merely. But you strike me as a simple man. So, what is the trouble with taking simple decisions? What is the trouble with being chosen? What is the problem, Mr. Forger, with having a purpose? You act as if you've never heard of destiny.
I cannot speak for destiny or
But I can.
fate or, well, I suppose. But even small decisions can lead to other things, like one small rock rolling down a mountain turns into an avalanche or a rock slide.
Yes, and then the mountain is that much different, like a chisel blow from a god. There's no trouble in that I see. Well, if that's all, Mr. Forger, I believe I ought to let you go. I do so appreciate your time and your open-mindedness. People are very rude to me these days.
Why is that?
People don't enjoy truth, Mr. Forger. It's uncomfortable.
That is true. I will think on the things. I thank you for speaking to me.
Of course, Mr. Forger. I'll be in touch. Snaps his fingers and you stagger, and now you're standing in the sunny woods on a bright morning. Let's see here. And you see before you, through the trees, the glimmering light on the surface of the river Larkin, except now you see you're on... Except you've never even... Actually, you don't know where this is. It's just a river. You see the glimmering light on a river, but you're on the western side of it, which means you've come quite a ways, because you were east of the only river you knew of, which was the Larkin, which is where you were heading towards. You're on the western bank now. And before you have really a moment to collect yourself, you look over and you see an orc coming towards you through the trees. Brother, this is your character. Would you like to describe your character?
He's tall. He's a tall orc. He's green. He's got broad shoulders. He's kind of Wookiee height. He's hairy. He has like an Abraham Lincoln kind of beard.
Hang on, let me boost your volume. I can barely hear
Yeah,
you.
let me do that too.
Okay, hold on. Okay, how about now?
Oh, that's better.
Okay, he's tall. He's a tall green orc. He's very hairy. He has broad shoulders and kind of an Abraham Lincoln kind of beard. He's wearing a kettle helmet, and he's a battle axe.
Forger, what's your reaction?
Hail, stranger. May
Oh,
I
shoot.
ask for a moment of your time? I appear to be a little lost.
You okay there, brother?
Oh, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Might have lost him.
Maybe.
Brother?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Try reconnecting to voice. Oh, I heard something.
Oh, he can't hear anything. His connection went out. He's gonna try reconnecting on his computer. Okay, well, we're waiting for him to reconnect. Sorry, Forger, we're just gonna drop you there for a minute. But okay, you had a big scene. Okay, which was
Gives
very
me time
fun.
to eat some food. So
While he's reconnecting, we're gonna jump over really quick to the box of tricks, which is floating in the midst of the River Larkin, actually just now drifting into view of where Forger and the orc are standing. On the box of tricks, you all wake up.
Long rest?
Yes, you've all had a long rest. You just all
Cool.
woke up this morning. Was that brother reconnecting or someone else?
Yes.
Okay, so he might be on his computer now. We'll wait and see how long it takes him to get set up. It's no biggie. Okay, so you are all just waking up. We'll start with Aris. You wake up in your little cabin. What's your routine? You know, where do you go first? What do you go out on deck? What's your plan here?
She might go to the nearest mirror, maybe prim and proper a little, and, make sure the bat's with her. First thing, she checks if the
That's like
queen's voice
sleeping by your pillow, kind of curled up under. Actually, no, it's hanging from the rafters. She's hanging from the rafters, kind of wrapped in like a cocoon of wings, and she kind of flaps open. Oh, good morning, dear.
Queen?
Brother, so I'm right here.
Seems to be another day.
Another fine morning, isn't it? Shall we go wake the others?
I suppose. I'm not so used to the sunlight anymore. Living at home, it's
Quite bright, isn't it, dear? It's very bright.
it
At least you
is.
have a broad-brimmed hat. It's much more comfortable. She
Mhm.
kind of flutters up under your shoulder, shuffles
And
her feet.
she holds up her umbrella. Even inside, she wants to make sure that even if the queen's just projecting on the bat, she does try to shield her away from the light.
Beautiful, glorious shade.
Mhm.
So do you, my question for you is, do you go out on deck to looking for the captain, or do you go to look for any of your companions?
It's gonna look for everyone, the companions and whatnot.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this really quick. Ellian, I want to ask you, did you pick just a cabin to sleep in, or did you bunk with anyone? Perhaps Kobo. That's why I'm curious. That's what
Okay. Ellian probably would have bunked with someone.
Kobo, did you bunk with Ellian?
This is an interesting question. Let's just see what happens if I say yes.
Okay. So, Ellian, I'm gonna say you wake up first. How do you wake up?
Do we have like hammocks that we're sleeping in?
Yes, you were
Yeah.
sleeping in hammocks. Also, really quick, brother, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
I'm back. I'm back
Oh,
now.
cool,
Welcome
cool,
back.
wonderful, working great. Okay, we're just gonna, we'll get back to you in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Sorry,
worries.
I haven't really done this very often, so I wasn't sure about the.
No worries, man. Don't worry about it. Ellian, go on.
So being the smaller one, if were the hammocks like side by side or like upper ones and lower ones? So...
They were however you guys arranged them. I'll let you decide. However they were.
Yeah, you
I'll say
decide.
there's an upper one, and Ellian took like one that was a little bit higher up.
Cool.
Because small,
I like it.
easy to get up, leave room for others.
Bunk bed hammocks.
Yeah.
Do you wake Kobo on your way down, or what do you do?
So I'm just laying there, dead silent, and my eyes just open, out, making a sound, and I lay there for a few minutes, just staring at the ceiling nearby. I start shuffling my way over and find a beam to grab onto and scuttle down to the floor.
I'm gonna make you do a dex saving throw. I'm gonna be mean. Because you're on the top bunk. I want to know. Dex save. I want to see this. Okay, you fall on top of Kobo's sleeping head.
Sorry, Kobo.
Good morning.
Yeah, you like flopped out of your top hammock and just right on top of him.
Nice to see you.
Sorry. I'll
Could you get your elbow out of my kidney?
Here. Okay. Flop down to the floor.
Good morning. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing all right. I slept pretty good.
Good to hear it.
I hope same for you before I so rudely awakened you.
I'm not awake yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Aris, you went looking for your friends. You're at the door to their cabin now. Do you knock?
Yes. Hello, are you awake?
Manner of speaking.
I am. Kobo is Still
Yawning.
asleep.
I'm still
yawning.
Aris, do you go in?
She cracks open the door and she asks, "Could I come in?"
I'm changing. No, I'm just kidding.
You can come in.
Yeah, you can come in.
Okay.
As you walk in, Aris, you notice, and Kobo and Ellian, you notice at about the same time in the corner, and you did not invite him in last night, and you're not sure how he got in. Human Persona standing there perfectly still, staring at the wall, so you just kind of see the black back of his cloak in the shadow, and he turns around slowly. Hey, good morning, friends!
Oh. Oh, you're right there. Hey, Human.
Hi.
Hi. Apparently very soundly, seeing as I didn't know you were here.
I kept watch!
How did
That's
you sleep, Human?
Reassuring.
Oh, Human never sleeps!
What
You
do you
don't? Oh, okay.
Never.
What do you do while other people sleep?
I keep watch! Ah, yes! Yes!
And what exactly did you see?
The Reaper's coming!
Oh, wait, what?
The Reaper's on his way!
The Reaper?
Yes!
Who's the
He's-
Reaper?
He's famous! He's got a big name in all the big places. He starts like shuffling, and you realize he's trying to dance, and with his indeterminate legs, kind of hobbling, bobbling over towards the door. And he's coming. Hey, let's go say hi.
Is the Reaper a friend?
Ah, he's famous. Maybe friend. Oh, maybe Human's friend.
I have. Have you met the Reaper before?
Mm. He just makes a weird noise, and he just stares at you with that painted, smiling mask he wears.
Aris might ask the bat, "My queen, have you heard of this Reaper?"
There are a lot of people who either are named the Reaper or have names that include the element of reaping. It could be anyone, or it could be Babel.
Well, oh, my apologies. It's still early.
I know it's quite alright. Human starts running at the door and just bouncing off it. Yes, yes, let's go.
Easy there, Human. You have to open the door first.
Oh, yes. He starts hitting it with his little broken mannequin arm elbow.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Oh, interesting choice of words.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm getting out of the hammock. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'll open up the door for Human.
All right, you guys go out on deck, and as you're coming out on deck, Forger, Orc person, go! We're back at it.
So
Okay.
What were you
from
were asking?
before,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So I'll just repeat. So seeing this orc person coming out of the woods or whatever, Forger just kind of waves a hand and says, "Hail, stranger. I ask for a moment of your time. I appear to be a little lost."
Well, that makes two of us then, he says, and he goes. Jester walks up. Came out here, and he takes out this little map. And he looks kind of confused. I came out here doing a bit of routine treasure hunts, you could say, and things have been a bit got turned around, I guess you could say. So maybe we both work out together. We can figure out where the heck this is supposed to be. And he turns the map upside down again.
May I glance at your map for a second?
Yeah, here. And he seems pretty trusting. He just kind of hands it to you.
I'll take a look at our surroundings and see if I can figure out if there's any landmarks or anything.
Definitely not of the area. It's not. He spot a run map from somewhere. It's not.
Oh, it's the
It's like there's a river in it, but it's clearly like not anywhere nearby.
You can roll history if you want to try to recognize which map this is.
Okay, I can do that.
Because now I want to know.
Well,
You recognize this as not being a map of Gunlow. You're not sure where it is, but it's not even from the region.
well, I do not know specifically where this map is applicable, but I can tell that it is not here.
Well, here,
Unfortunately.
see this here little press a picture area here. That lines up with, see that there mountain over there. That's this here. See that where it turns around, curves. That's that river there. I'm pretty positive. Guy bought it too. I know from him. It's a pretty solid dude. I'm pretty sure it should be. Pretty sure this is legit. Just got to figure out a few correct orientation here.
Well, I hand the map back.
He's just kind of like looking at it, looking up, and looking at it, and looking up, and he turns it upside down. He turns around, and he looks up, and he's just kind of this. Clearly, he's been doing. This is what he's been stuck doing for some hours.
As you guys are like all bent over the map behind you, this huge figure of this river galleon just drifts into frame. And all the rest of you, as you come out on deck, you see the glimmering figure of Forger and a stranger standing next to him on the far bank. On the near bank, actually. You're on the western side.
Forger? Is that Forger? Is that Forger?
Hey,
Stop
hey,
the boat!
Forger!
Stop the boat!
What is that?
I turn around and look, and I like wave at them. It's like, oh, my companions are here. I think we might be saved.
Oh shoot! He looks up, and he's seen this boat before.
Uh-oh.
The anchor drops down. And Meowm and Gutterpaw, you guys runs out. Hey! So what do you say, Ford? What do you say, saw something?
Yeah, our companion, he's here. He made it.
Leans
Forger.
over the side, and he squints. Huh! Hey! Is that Chester Cheek Puddle standing next to him?
Yeah. Unfortunately, good to see you there again, Captain Gutterpaw.
Meowman jumps down into the shallows, and he runs up. What are you doing with yourself these days, Chester? It's been an eon! And he slapped you on the back super hard.
Well,
Still going solo?
Well, been up to a few things here and there. Just currently, just on a bit of an escapade. Just slight drawback. I'm pretty fine. Just
Yeah, I suppose that solo career is going well for you then, huh?
Definitely. You could say that. I've been got some money left over, been sending back to my Nana. It's pretty,
That's nice.
definitely no, do I have to roll deception for this? These things aren't going well.
Okay, roll deception then, please.
He's completely talking out of his rear here.
Okay, please roll deception. As he's doing that, guys, Clax rolls out the rope ladder for you guys.
No, there's nothing going, no issues. It's life is good.
Well, I suppose you wouldn't want to join us on a bit of a treasure hunt then, would you?
Oh, I might be able to spare a little bit of my time. What's in it for?
Of course, yeah. You're filled schedule, lots of success. I'm sure. We're very happy to have you, Chester. Always happy to have you back. He turns to you, Forger. You are my folks who charted me. They seem to recognize you. Clax is rolling out the rope ladder for him. They'll be down in a second.
Clax, you still hanging out with this loser, Clax?
Clax comes to the rail. For those of you who don't remember, Clax is this mysterious kind of white figure with this painted mask of a lady's face on, and she's wearing this kind of floral dress and this pirate coat, and she's got a sword and all that jazz, and she just leans over the rail and does the only thing Clax does, and she goes...
Chester laughs like she just told like some same old Clax. Oh man, where do you get these?
Meowman turns to you, Forger. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Meowman Gutterpaw, captain of the Box of Tricks.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain. I am Forger, right of Nem. Permission to board?
Oh, yeah, you come right aboard. It's easier than everyone coming down. Clax rolled out the ladder for you folks. Chester, you can come up too. Meowman just climbs up like a cat, up the wooden side. And
Is he? What?
He's a tabaxi.
Tabaxi. Okay, I was about to ask. Is there's a lot of cat puns here, but I don't want to assume. So.
Yeah, no, he's a tabaxi. I should have mentioned. Do you guys climb up the rope ladder after him?
Yeah.
Chester just follows Forger. Yeah.
Cool. You guys come up on deck, and the first thing that happens, Forger, is you see Big Boy come out of a cabin, and he turns and he looks at you, and he runs towards you, and he goes, Forger! And he picks you up in this big hug, and he won't let you go. And he's squeezing you so tight.
I give
They
him a
said
big
you'd be
hug
back.
back. Yeah, so I was in a meeting against my will, I suppose. The last thing I saw was going to sleep. What day is it? How long was I gone?
He was gone about a day.
Oh, so I'm back. Good to see you, big boy.
It is good to see you, Mr. Forger. Forger is back. They said you would be back, and you are back.
You see, I told you.
Ellian
Ah.
said you'd be back.
Ellian is usually right, it seems. Good
Are
to
you
be back.
are you alright, Fortune?
I went into my resting mode the other night, and when I woke up, I was in a mysterious liminal realm with some souls and a being called the Jekyller that
Oh,
wanted me to be his prophet or something, but I wasn't sure. I know some of you have met this being and I wanted to see what everyone thought before making some decisions such as that.
he wanted me to betray my queen,
Well, that doesn't seem very good, so that's a mark against him.
and he told me that she was lying, which she would never do.
Well, I believe you. Yeah, some part of me was curious and tempted, but another part of me was not sure about the truth of what this being was laying out before me. One of those things, too good to be true almost.
Mhm.
Yeoman's gonna kind of slap you on the back again, Chester. Hey, Chester, why don't you introduce yourself to these fine folks? They chartered my boat.
Well, not much to say. My name's Chester Cheekbottle. That's who I am. Just your everyday, treasure hunting mercenary and orc guy. Just been out there doing the good work. Looking here to do some more work, I guess. But what you wouldn't be happening looking for? There's a kind of river treasure. I've been kind of trying to keep an eye out for. And I bought this map for it, and I got about this far, and starting to think maybe I don't know, maybe I'm just not the best at reading maps.
Chester, that's a map of the bilge coombe you got there. That's south of here. That ain't even in Gunlow.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, if you look here, I'm pretty sure this here little.
Or that's not. That's not even.
You see this line here? That's the river, right? So
No, that's a road, Chester.
that's a river. There, see there it says.
No, see, there's a key right here. It says roads, and they're in the dotted line. Never mind. I'm not getting into this with you again.
Here it says Philosophical. See, that's a river.
No, that's Thomasel. That's not. Anyway, no, I'm not getting into this with you, Chester. Me and Chester used to be associates. Used to ride with the crew here. Used to being the key word. But we are looking after some river treasure, as you put it. All these folks agreed to come with me on a little bit of a treasure hunt as help knock down the.
Yeah,
Right.
he'll rope you into you don't know what. You gotta keep an eye on this captain guy. That's for sure.
Yeah, Chester, you don't pay any attention to him. He's just an old rapscallion. I guess it's a polite way to put it.
We're friends, as you can see.
Well,
It would appear so.
pleasure to meet you both, I suppose.
Hey, I'm gonna make a big fry up. Who's hungry?
Definitely me. What do you cook? What's cooking?
A fry up. Huh?
Ooh, how lovely.
All right, I'll get to it. Seems like everybody's in. Where's your wing friend today? Friend with the big wings.
Oh, where is Aris?
Cooking wings. That's Adriel.
I'm here.
Not. Sorry.
Adriel.
Adriel.
Adriel is nowhere to be found.
Oh,
Adriel? Adriel?
I think I have an inkling of where they might be, and as far as I know, if that's where they are, they're safe for now.
Do you think this Jekyller person has been kind of taking people and dropping them back off amongst us? Do you think that's what happened?
That's what I was thinking, yes.
He's looking to use us. We are in positions of power, and we have connections. Possibly he wishes to use us as tools?
This seems like a private conversation. I said I wouldn't pry. I'm gonna go cook a fry up. If anybody needs me, Chester, you mingle. He stamps off into the kitchen.
He kind of pokes his head around. Yeah, man, what have you done to the galley?
It got renovated. There was a fire.
There's a fire.
I want to talk about it.
You let Clax cook again? What is?
Hey, don't you say that about Clax. She's like a sister to me.
Right, sister that caught. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm just saying. You got. Oh, look! It looks. It's gaudy in a nice way. Can I say that? It's gaudy in a way that
I don't need this from you right now. You come crawling back to me. I'm not doing this. I'm not getting into this. I'm cooking.
You just keep running into you. Okay, well. So Chester, he's actually gonna go help with the galley quickly as he's complaining and fighting. He's gonna go and
You're gonna bicker in the galley. The rest of you are still talking about this Jekyller thing. Are you still talking about this Jekyller thing, actually?
So what did the Jekyller have to say to you? Forger?
Oh, to me? Well, a lot of things. This being offered me power to worship and be aligned with them. Kept saying they know my history, when I was made, what my purpose was, which is an interesting topic for any Warforge. Said that Nem was an earth spirit rather than a god, which honestly doesn't really change anything for me. But it is interesting information. They said they were imprisoned by the old faces, which is concerning. They gave me a gift of some kind. I told them I'd think about the offer, and I'm kind of in the middle here. I'm not really sure what the right choice is.
Aris is probably holding that, like, comforting her like a teddy bear at this point.
The bat's just kind of dignified, just kind of little nose in the air, just like letting you pet her.
Also, I may have accidentally kept someone from dying, which was interesting.
It's concerning that he's circling us, but
I think you had a good point, Aris. We are a group of fairly competent, powerful individuals. I don't know exactly, but then we are on a significant mission. Whatever this being is claims to be older than any other, spirit or god or whatever, but I couldn't tell if they were honest or not.
And it doesn't help that we all have connections to the old faces in a way or another. Perhaps he's targeting us from that aspect?
More or less, if I recall working for them.
Oh wait, I'm getting the things confused. Luke, I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm getting the things confused, Luke. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm terrible, out of character. The old faces, I'm trying to think like the Wood King.
Yeah. Old faces are Wood King, Underqueen, Last Daughter of Nem, the Dead Calls, and the Old Eyes. You've only encountered the Wood King and the Underqueen.
Okay.
So we're
Also-
essentially making the rounds to meet the others currently.
That is
right?
correct. That's part of the quest, yeah. To try to get them to go to the wedding this summer.
So, Bumbo wasn't listed in that.
No, he is not considered an old face. There are many spirits, but the old faces are the greatest.
Okay.
And just to make sure I'm not missing something, I don't believe my character has ever had any interaction with any of the old
You met the
faces?
Wood King. You went to the court of the Wood King, and he's the one who was like, I want you to go out and kill the Ederwither and make sure all the old faces come to my daughter's wedding, basically.
That part I remember, but I mean, in my history, my backstory, I don't actually have any
no.
association with any of them.
You're not connected to them at all. No, you in your backstory now. You're from a different land.
So I might actually say that, but I don't know. It's a good idea.
Yeah, you can say that out loud. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, I did meet the Wood King, but I don't have allegiance to any of the old faces. And still, I don't like this Jekyller character.
I don't either.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
mean to-
sorry. Did you say
Okay.
he was the Jekyller?
That is the title, or that is how they prefer to be addressed, yes?
Seems a little bit sure of himself. Did he seem well-intentioned?
That I cannot say, and which is
Hmm.
maybe the next time we meet with one of the old faces, we can get some more information.
Did he seem self-assured, or was it about himself?
Well, yes, extremely self-assured, and
He offered me power, is
I
what he said.
noticed he
Same
offered
as
you power
me.
too.
yes.
If he's offering everyone power, and everyone had power, what would happen?
Nothing
Would
good, I could say.
Would it combine
am-
us, or would it only serve to divide us?
I am unsure, and that is part of the reason why I made no promises with this mysterious being. I won't lie, part of me was very curious, especially about learning about my history personally, since I don't know much. But on the other hand, some things are better left forgotten. I think our best bet would be to acquire more, since they said they were trapped by the old faces, to see what they have to say. It probably will be biased, but it might give us some more information.
Well, I might make a recommendation to the group. It seems like the Jekyller, as he wants to be called, seems to be doing the rounds, and it is likely he might visit another of us.
It seems that way, and they also claim to be the ones that sent Adriel to rescue us when we were captured by... He kind of grinds his metal jaws together like crucible. So it's complicated, I suppose, at best.
May I make a suggestion to the party that perhaps we don't give him what he wants unless we all decide that that's what we want?
I think that is an excellent idea.
Yeah, Forger. Even the even people in the Shinbolt Union will do favors. Because you do something good doesn't mean that you are good.
That is an excellent point, and yeah, I agree.
And
They definitely knew what to tempt me with as far as what would get my attention, which is concerning.
And in the Hammerstand Union, think about it. How does Hammerstand operate? Hard work, right?
Mm-hmm.
We
Not
make our
shortcuts.
living.
Shortcuts.
You know, the Hammerstand Union makes its living through honest, hard work. And not everybody does that. And I feel like if someone offers some sort of quick way to get better or more powerful or something, it's can't be good, right? Can't be. Maybe it is, but maybe it's not.
There is a place and a time for certain things such in that matter. However, someone comes up to you that you don't know, says you've been lied to your whole life, or I can make you stronger if you betray what you know and trust.
Yeah.
Generally not trustworthy.
You both make excellent points, and
At this moment, Clax kind of walks up to you guys, interrupts, sorry, and she just kind of goes and kind of beckons into the galley where there's food waiting.
We can continue the more sensitive parts of this conversation later, but you are all very wise, and I am proud to be companions. Proud to have you as my companions. Let's get you all fed.
Chester sticks his head out from again. If you guys are done gabbing, there's a bit of a spread here. He lied though. There's no wings.
Oh, no, it's our friend who has wings. What we're talking about.
I don't know why she didn't bring them. I mean, if you got, you know, just anyone has wings. I do like wings. I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, they're
very often.
They're attached to him.
Oh, they're attached to. Oh, okay, those kind of wings. Okay, I got.
Yeah. No. I mean, if our friend had you know like chicken wings, that would be wonderful too. But that's not what we're talking about.
Haven't eaten about half a day. I heard the words "fry up" and "wings" together. I just got excited.
I think we properly introduced ourselves.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm Chester from the. You might have heard me, Chester Cheekball. You might have possibly heard me. I'm from the over back east, from the Empires, and was a gladiator for a bit. Had a stint as a gladiator. Had a stint as a in treasure hunting, basically, since off and on. A little bit with Meowman here, a little bit by myself. Just kind of finding my way. Some excursions more serendipitous more than others.
You've oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm Aris Galemyst. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. And he gives what you said? What's your name? Aris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Aris. Like he hasn't said it. I'm Chester Cheekball. You might have heard me from you might have heard of me. I
have not heard of you, but I am Forger, right of Nem.
You're the map expert here.
Well, no. But it's nice to meet
Forger, I like it. Forger, like I get it, like a forge. I like it.
Yes, that is one of my skills. And I can give you a little description of him. Since you're new here to the.
Yeah,
So
go for it.
Forger is tall. He's like 6'6".
Okay.
Glowing white eyes. Metallic plates. For skin with underlying structure of like wires and stone underneath. He wears simple clothes that double as priest vestments, and it's like a smith apron, but kind of like
It's like
more.
a vestment. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a vestment priest apron type thing.
Yeah.
Great, that's cool.
Carries a shield and has a magic mace now. Yeah, he's just tall, big robot guy.
Cool.
She is an air Genasi. She's got like pale light blue skin, fluffy, tight, curly hair, a yellow dress with a royal blue kind of dress coat over it, and a bat on the side.
Yeah, she's
And
got
she's
a
holding her
bat on her
parasol.
shoulder. It's like a vampire bat sitting on her shoulder.
And I'm Ellian, and I'll hold a hand up to shake hands.
Okay.
Ellian's a child.
Okay.
You see a young human boy, silvery blonde hair, light green eyes, and wearing a maroon vest. Looks fairly nicely dressed.
Did people able to hear when I was describing my character, or was I cutting out then?
I think we did. Did we? Did you guys hear? I don't remember.
Yeah, you're saying orc, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's tall, Abraham Lincoln beard, kettle helmet. He's like Wookiee height, like a little short of 7'5".
Yeah. Okay, I remember. You did. Okay, cool.
I wasn't
So
sure
you
if
guys
I.
all, you guys all move into the galley and you sit down, and Meowman's kind of spread out this kind of big egg and mushroom and sausage kind of fry up thing. It's like this unholy omelet of cholesterol. It's wonderful. And Klax does not sit down to eat, but Meowman sits down at the head and he starts going to town and he motions, "Oh yeah, guys, go ahead and sit down. If you guys need privacy, I can skedoodle, but
no worries. Grab a seat.
Oh, I
Is
meant
it
to
like
ask.
is it like stuff's already dished up, or is this like a buffet thing where we go and get our own thing?
It's all already dished up.
Okay.
Klax actually dished it all up for you guys. She took a head count mentally.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Go
Sits
ahead.
down.
I meant to ask, did any of you want to check on Alona this morning? You haven't seen her.
Yes, but also we didn't introduce Kobo.
You didn't? Oh yeah. Kobo, did you want to introduce yourself to the newcomer?
Hello, newcomer.
Hi there. Here.
Oh,
Pass
Chester.
the salt.
Chester, I need you to roll history right now.
Okay, I will do that.
I'm very excited. If I really hope you roll a high. Okay. Yes, you look over and you see the man, the myth, the legend. It's famous children's singer Larry the Lizard.
There's something about you seems a little familiar.
I'm Kobo Koss.
Kobo Koss. Let's see if I recognize it. Would you do me a favor? I've seen a few bars of the sheep's spinning sheep.
Sheep spinning sheep. Oh, you're
Spinning
gonna
sheep.
make me sing that? Really? Okay.
There's something about you. I don't know what it is. I just need to check.
Go for it, Kobo. Go for
Sheep spinning sheep. Sheep spinning sheep.
Oh my gosh. You're Larry the Lizard.
Damn it.
This is glorious.
My God.
When am I ever gonna get away from you?
I don't know you were still alive, but I'm just tickled pink that you are.
This is the best thing. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
All right.
Oh, even in the underworld, they know.
You're like their battle bard or something, right? You just like slay armies with spinning sheep.
It's not quite
More or
like
less,
that.
I think.
Slayed all
I
of
don't
us.
know. I might introduce you to my crossbow, though.
Wait, what'd you name your crossbow?
That crossbow.
Don't worry, he'll announce himself sooner or later.
All right. Well, it's all the same to you. Let's see.
It's not a normal crossbow.
And I'm not a normal bard or lizard.
All right. Well, Larry, can I call you Larry?
No, you may not call me Larry.
Lawrence, my man.
No, you may not call me
You have an incredible gift that you share with the world. You shape the generation. I just want you to know that. Even back far east in the Eastern Empires, we have heard tell of the legend of Larry the Lizard. And
Is anyone else getting? Can I roll intimidation?
Yes. Go ahead. You have to say something intimidating.
I am a bard, but I am not just Larry the Lizard. I am Kobo Koss. You will call me Kobo Koss.
Brother, roll charisma saving throw. Should be in the top left of your sheet there.
and see if there's I say okay.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay.
You're kind of scared.
Kobo, gotcha. Nope. Just want you to know, it's because of you I can speak common today. That's how I learned it. Just so you know.
All right, that I can work with.
Through song.
Perfect. We're good.
I owe a lot to you, man. If you ask for anything, I've got it for you. Whatever it is.
I
you need me to
just
jump
asked
off
that
the
you
cliff
call
and
me
save
Kobo.
your life. If you tell me to do that beforehand, before you jump off the cliff, I'll do that to save your life.
Yeah, I just asked you to call me Kobo. That's
Right.
all.
Kobo.
all.
Totally. Kobo, my man.
Thanks.
Kobo.
Glad we had this chat.
This is a good thing that we've had here.
Common laughs. Yeah, he learned common from your songs, all right. I remember he used to sing in common whenever he spoke it for years.
Well, yeah, I knew we had 12, 13 phrases kind of I knew for a while.
Can't get very far with spinning sheep, it turns out.
Was a lifesaver, man. Just so you know, Kobo the Lizard, your color song just like that literally saved my life one time. Not gonna elaborate for on that, but just so you know.
Now I want to know.
Do you want to know in detail or just do facts?
You have me intrigued, and you have a captive audience.
All right. Well, let me just say, there comes a time when you're facing a few. Let's say you're facing some goblins with monochromatic color blindness on the one hand, right? And you're facing, kind of the shapeshifter people, right? And you don't know which one is which. You got to have the color sign in mind, and then if you can tell the difference between red and green, then you're good. Able to catch a snitch that way. We figured out who was spying on us. We had to have the color sign to do it.
I see.
Colors? Shapeshifters? What?
You know when they ship their shape. That's
It means changelings. The folks who can change how they look.
Yeah, that's why they call it ship and shippers.
Well acquainted with shapeshifters. They're in
Shaper.
the underworld.
I'm not. Can I roll insight? Because I'm not sure I believe this story.
Wait, could I do some kind of history thing? Because the whole
Just to know if you have heard of changelings?
well, the shapeshifters, because there is one, remember? From my backstory?
Oh, yeah, yes. Roll history.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, you got a good roll, but I should have asked more clearly. What were you trying to remember?
If that person had that kind of thing where she mixed up colors or whatnot.
Yeah, well, she didn't, but you remember that goblins do have monochromatic vision, so his story does check out factually that she could distinguish colors, but goblins can't.
Oh, okay.
What were you gonna roll? Kobo insight?
Yeah, I'm just curious if he's telling the truth.
Go right ahead.
Well.
You don't know about this. There's You don't know about this. I mean, this is the first orc you've met. You don't know how to feel about this.
Okay.
Meowman's gonna scoot back his chair. Ugh, all right. Brushes the crumbs off his big belly. Who's ready for some treasure hunting?
Chester scoots out from behind the table. I'm always ready for treasure hunting.
I reckon I could use that sort of funds.
Aris might sneak by and look for Alona.
Absolutely. Okay, so you're gonna sneak into I believe it was the captain's cabin she was sleeping in because she did not want to sleep pregnant in
Yeah.
a hammock.
She's not
So
gonna sneak, but she's just gonna slip on by.
yeah, you kind of slip out and you go towards the captain's cabin and you poke your head in. And Alona's lying in bed and her eyes are open. She kind of looks. Oh hi, Aris. How are you feeling?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh, morning sickness.
Oh,
I just taking it easy. What are your plans for today?
I don't know yet. We are heading towards our next destination. Not quite our main goal, but a point along the way.
I I tell you something. It's maybe kind of random.
Sure.
I know we talked yesterday about what's the name, baby. We talked about naming him or her Soren after the father. Soren or Rin. Or I thought of Estelle too if it's a girl, but that was my sister's name. But I don't. I've sort of. I like the idea, but then it's almost like admitting I'm not going to see her again if I had a daughter and named her Estelle.
Well, maybe a middle name.
Oh, yeah, that's actually. You always have good ideas. You know that, Aris?
Hmm.
Kind of reaches out and tries to take your hand.
And she's just consoling her, trying to help ease her from the sickness and all that.
You think, get me a glass of water, please?
Sure.
So you go and you get her a glass of water and you kind of make her comfortable and prop her up on the pillows. Thanks, Aris. I'll be
Not
fine.
problem. You
You
get
guys
some
are.
rest.
Okay, if there's anything I can help with, let me know.
Will do. You just take it easy.
Okay.
If you want, probably best to keep Big Boy with you for
Okay.
company.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on him. You can just send him in here.
All right. And she's gonna call Big Boy.
Yes.
Could you keep Alona company?
Yes, I would love to. He comes and sits on the side of the bed, takes her hand. I will keep her company. Do you need water, Alona? She just got me some, thank you.
All right. You two take care. And she closes the door gently.
Okay, and you head back out. And then I'm going to say you kind of come out on deck as everyone else is coming out on deck.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he looks, all right, we all ready for a bit of treasure hunting then?
Yeah, you got what about you? Got a map to go find him behind there?
Oh, I know exactly where we're going. In fact, we stopped right about in the right place.
Excellent. That should be we just got to rely on your sense of direction and things should turn out fine then.
Now, who all's coming on this thing? Clax is gonna stay, take care of the ship, I assume. The young lady and her warforged friend is gonna stay here. I don't know their names. I assume you're coming with us, though, Forger. Well,
Big
actually,
Boy is keeping Alona company.
I shouldn't presume, Mr. Forger. You didn't sign up for this, so but if you want to travel with your friends the rest of the way, we can cut a deal, and if you help us out on this little jaunt, and you won't have to pay your own fare.
That sounds fair to me. Will the ship be secure while we're gone?
Yeah, Clax is gonna watch over it. And Forger, I don't think you've met her. You see this kind of white, mysterious figure walk towards you. She's wearing this floral dress, and she's this kind of pirate's jacket and a sword, and she's got this painted, like this mask that's painted like a lady's face, just strapped to her like her weird white head. I think she's got like a big hat too, and she just kind of looks at you and goes,
It is a pleasure to meet you, Clax.
shakes your hand.
Yeah. Is this another human person situation?
I'm sorry, what?
I kind of look at the group.
No, she's different.
Well, yes, pleasure. I hope you will take good care of everyone.
Don't worry, Clax is like a sister to me, ain't that right? He kind of gives her like a big side hug, and she just kind of pats, like ruffles the top of his little cat head. And she's gonna walk over to you, Chester, new character, and she's just gonna kind of slap you on the back.
Clax, what have you been up to? You keeping Meowman out of trouble and out of the circus?
She nods. Meowman kind of glowers at you.
Yeah, that's for sure, Clax.
All right, well, we're all ready to set to go then. Are you? Now, is he coming? He kind of points uncertainly at Human Person, who's been chasing this butterfly out. And you turn, Chester, and you see, because you haven't met him either, you see this dark, hooded, hunched figure, not necessarily humanoid, but like kind of, upright, hooded, dark cloak, big mask strapped to the front of the cloak, and it's just this painted smiley face. And it turns and goes, friend! And it like runs towards you, but you don't really see legs per se.
Reaper! What do I roll to figure out what this thing is? This guy is history, I guess.
You can roll history. Yeah, history probably. If you've ever seen anything like this, you have no clue what this is.
Okay, so other than that, masks and Clax. Where's Clax? Mask, but that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, nice. Pardon?
You're the Reaper.
The Reaper there.
Yes, you.
Yes, that is that is me. That is true. That was a Green Reaper back in the Colosseum days.
I would make fun of you for being called Green Reaper, but I can't be double standard. But really, Green Reaper?
Well, I didn't pick the name. It's kind of a sort of fans pick the name. It's one of those.
I have to say, I somewhat relate to that.
Yeah, well, you can call me Green Reaper if you want, but I haven't really gone by it since I escaped. So, not either. I'll respond to either one. I'm not gonna probably think twice about it.
Yeah, Chester, you're better than me. If anybody called me by my name when I was a slave, I'd punch him right in the face.
Well, wait a minute. You weren't. I don't remember you having a different name.
There were some nicknames, but I suppose mostly just Meowman. But I mean, Green Reapers, that's a nickname too. It's not like people were like, "Hey, Green Reaper, it's time for lunch," right? Like it's a nickname. Never mind.
I mean, there was one guy that said that to me one time, and I just went and ate lunch. But whatever.
We all ready for this treasure hunt? And is this fella coming along? He's pointing to Human Person.
Human Person? Do you want to stay on the boat? Or do you want to go with us?
What do friends want? I'm for friends.
Well,
it's gonna be dangerous.
Human, you definitely helped out when back when shoot, what was his name? Crucible attacked.
That's the bad one.
Was that scary, or would you be willing to help again, or do you want to stay where it's safer?
Always scared and always ready.
I guess being scared isn't necessarily a bad thing, huh?
Yes, always scared, but always ready.
Yeah, come along, Human.
Yes, friend, trip. So, you guys all head down the rope ladder. Muman starts descending the side of the ship. Do you all kind of follow on the rope ladder?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys all kind of splash down into the shallows. And Meowman turns to you and goes, "So how are you all with water?"
Well, right now I was doing okay until I got my socks all completely soaked through because I stepped in and it was one of those, where there's a divot in the water, where there's a divot at the bottom of it and you don't know, you kind of underestimate it and it gets right and then your boot there and it just kind of stays. That's otherwise I'm fine. I like water. It tastes pretty good.
I meant specifically going under it.
Oh, going underwater.
Yeah.
I like how I guess.
I'm okay.
Oh, is this that bubble thing? Is that what's going on? 'Cause I read about this, but I wasn't sure what that how that all worked out. I haven't been able to find that.
I know where it is. Don't worry. We won't have to do any shenanigans to get down there magic-wise. We just need to hold our breaths for a bit. If you're all right with that.
All right. So what do we do to hold our breath? Is there something we do roll like Constitution? I guess.
Nope. All D&D characters can hold their breath for like well over a minute.
Okay. Cool.
That's the
It
rules.
breathes, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I wonder how long I can.
Oh, I think lizard folk get a bonus too. You get like 15 minutes or something, and it doesn't matter for con.
Yeah, that sounds right. What were you gonna say, Ellian?
So we're gonna be swimming.
Sort of walking along the bottom for just a short ways. We just gotta go down.
Yeah. All right. I might need a little help.
Alright, here, hold on. I've got an idea. And he goes over. What we'll do here, we'll get you like maybe if we can get one of those those big ropey things, with the big tubey things, and you can have it so it goes all the way up to a point, and then he only holds his breath like halfway down. You get like one of those reedy things. We can get one of the reeds. I'm gonna look. Was that to look around for reeds like survival?
Survival, yeah.
Okay. This is not good.
Chester, you find like you think it might be reed, and you pull it out, and it's just this grody piece of grass.
Yeah. Here we go. What you do is you stick one of these in your nose, and you stick the other end.
It's like
I don't
3
know.
inches long.
It's not. It's not. Usually, I think they're supposed to stay up, but I think if you hold it up like over your head.
Yeah, Chester, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah, just remember to keep it in your nose. It should be fine.
You can take that out of your nose.
Breathe through your nose, not your mouth.
Yeah, that's a piece of grass, Chester.
Right. It's a reed weed, I think. What do you? It's a sedge, right? There's one of the
I
sedges.
don't know the name of water plants, Chester. But that ain't a reed. He pulls the grass out of you and mud out of your nose, Elliot. Come on, let's all go down.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to Forger.
Yes, that might be best, Master Ellian. I don't know if I have anything that will help otherwise.
Oh, by the way, don't forget, I added it to your inventory. You have the thing that what's his name gave you, the dejecler.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
I did forget until to put it in there. Thanks. Well, I won't have any trouble sinking to the bottom, and I don't need to breathe.
Here, let's just go for it. I believe in us. Follow me.
I believe in us too. I believe that we will be extremely, exceptionally sinkable as a group.
Okay, so Meowman's gonna start leading you guys around the edge of the ship. Do you all follow?
Yep, I guess.
All right. Well, I mean, if Ellian's clinging to you, then yeah. Okay, so you guys all head out, and he starts leading you deeper and deeper into the water. The water starts coming up higher and higher and higher. All right, you all gonna take a big breath now.
All right,
I'm gonna hold his breath.
Is there a place we can kind of cannonball in? That might be the better. If we can get a lawn further in, then we can just cannonball straight down.
Meowman just holds his breath and ducks under. You guys, what do you guys do?
You can't argue with this guy. That's Meowman for you. He holds his breath and Ghost follows.
The bat looks at you, Aris, and goes, I think I ought to remain out here. These are quite small lungs.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say,
I'll stay on the boat. You'll be fine, dear.
Thank you.
She gives a little bat kiss on the cheek and flies up on to the back of the ship and kind of perches there, like at the top of the cabin in the rear. Just kind of standing there, kind of like almost like she's like carved from the wood of the ship.
Queen, if you'd like, every now and again, would you keep Bellona company?
Of course, dear. I can fly in at this very moment. And she kind of flies over the top of the boat and disappears. So you all follow Meowman. And you kind of duck under the water and you start walking as quickly as you can, following him through this forest of kelp and water plants. And almost immediately you kind of come to the crest of this kind of precipice in the water, and you see down below this hidden light twinkling just below us and below you. Excuse me. And as you kind of move down, just as your lungs are beginning to burst, you step through this strange invisible barrier and you come out into this underwater air pocket.
What's wrong?
So, are you okay, Master Ellian?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Fine.
looks like it was harder for you than it was for me.
Ah, shoot! Look, my map. I forgot to keep it. Look, it's all gooey now. This isn't gonna be a help to us now.
I'm
Thank
not
God.
very, I can't say I've ever really swam before.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So,
Alright.
it was a little harder than I expected, but thank you for letting me hold on. That helped.
Well, we're all accounted for, and that's what matters. You guys look up and you see before you the light is coming from these glowing runes written around this strange entrance that's been buried by sort of the oceans of time. The three doorposts are carved with these strange letters and symbols of eyes.
I'm immediately walking over to it and taking a look at it.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
You can read it. It's primordial.
Oh,
You see written in these strange letters of the ancient language of primordial that you studied so hard. You see written Temple of Holy Judgment to the Old Eyes.
the old eye. What are the old eyes?
Hold on.
Eh. Would you like to roll history?
Yeah.
Roll history.
Ooh, 15.
Not bad.
Okay. You know the Old Eyes are one of the they're a class of the Old Faces, right? The Old Eyes collectively are considered Old Faces, right? They served for millennia as the ancient judges of Gunlow. They were the arbiters and the judges, and kind of like the scholars as well. They kind of served as somewhat in a lesser capacity of authority to the Wood King and the Underqueen, but also as a neutral party between the two and between other powers that were more or less they're like them. And they were meant to be sort of objective arbiters. And
Are we looking for them?
you are. They are on their list. And you know that I think with a 15, you know it's been a long time since they've really been in the public. That they're said to have been they've faded a lot in power lately.
So these are along with the power of the old faces, these are like neutral judges of a sort. I'm just
What's that now?
explaining to the others. Basically what you said.
Okay, relate with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yaman kind of scratches his cat beard. This place is a ruin. It's abandoned. They ain't gonna be here.
Are you sure? Because retrieving a treasure is one thing. Robbing the old faces is another thing entirely.
Place has been buried for centuries. Ain't nobody using it anymore. Who's gonna get down here? I mean,
What game are you playing, Mr. Meowman?
now look here. I'm plumb straight here. This year it's abandoned. It's a ruin. Ain't nobody using the treasure that's bound to be within. It's from according to my sources. It's just sitting here rusting. Right. So as I see it, this is an important archaeological expedition. Ain't nobody come down here. I had to work for a few months to even find the place.
So it's not stealing as long as the people are dead.
Exactly my thinking, Chester. You understand me.
I tell you what, though.
I have business here if there are people, though.
Who's gonna be down here? What were we gonna say, Ellian?
I tell you, we may be, as is with the old faces, we may be dealing with things well beyond human, beyond mortal. So we should proceed with caution, please.
Well, that goes without saying. This is a treasure hunt. There could be booby traps. Monsters maybe moved into this place. Who knows? I mean, ain't nobody been down here.
Could we also try to proceed as respectfully as we can?
Well, of course. You disrespect the treasure hunt. The treasure hunt's gonna disrespect you, son.
Okay.
Now, who's going in first?
Well,
I can lead the
someone-
way.
we could rock paper scissors it. Wait, we have scissors. Yeah. Rock paper
Porter, do
knife.
you just go in while they're debating about rock, paper, shears?
Yeah, while they
boulder
start
boulder
doing that,
parchment shears, yeah.
I cast
Aris is
light
gonna
on
go
my
behind.
I cast light on my mace, and I'll just lead the way so we can see.
The glowing red light kind of glows out, and you step in, Forger, into an unremarkable cavern. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet, and it's illuminated by the red light kind of streaming from your mace. The first thing you see, there seem to be various sort of dark objects on the floor, probably just old, like, stones. It's very, very ruined. This place looks positively ancient. It's just old, ancient stonework, moldering and crumbling and broken, and the only thing you see immediately that you can immediately make out is what looks like the severed upper body of a warforged.
Oh no! Well, that's not
And his
a good sign.
head turns to you and goes,
Oh.
"Ah! It is I, the All-Knower, the one who knows all! Yes, from the near wall of the 3 head lengths away to the far wall some nearly 20 head lengths away, I have seen all this universe has to offer. I have numbered and named all things."
Alright, if you know everything, what's 1,000,000 times 1,000,000?
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Ah! You are trying to trick me. There is no such thing as 1,000,000.
It isn't,
Okay.
isn't there?
There, in fact, the greatest number is 72.
Well, I might have to agree to disagree with you there, because I was counting things, and I got a little higher than 72.
But you see, you are but a small and meteoric being. You pass through one door and then into another, from nothingness to nothingness. But I am the All-Knower. I am eternal. I am the All-Knower, the one who knows all. I know everything, but few who
Excuse
know
me,
me.
All-Knower.
Yes,
So the highest number is 72, right?
yes, that is the number of stones in the ceiling.
Okay, what is the lowest number?
Ah, yes, that would be 0.
Okay. And what do you get when you go 1 up from 0?
Ah, you get 1.
Okay. What do you get when you go 1 up from 72?
You get 0.
All
Okay.
knower, brother, how long have you been here?
Yes, for all of eternity I have rested here. Here I woke in the beginning of creation. I am the All-Knower, the one who knows all. I know everything, but few know me. Those who do call me Kevin, the All-Knower.
Okay. You said that his legs are gone, or?
Yes, he has no legs. He's never been able to move.
Kobo, I hate to pry you on your...
No, keep pry all you like. I'm all ears.
I hate to pry you on your musical career. I see. I think it gets annoying being recognized all the time. But don't you have a song about counting that goes past 72?
Oh, does he ever? Okay, this.
Well, I have one that goes to 12.
12, the greatest of numbers.
Would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear this song.
Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I will remember this song forever. Now I know even more.
Literally, I got chills down my spine. It's incredible here. Just hearing it, the man who wrote it. That is, I look. I can't even feel my arms right now.
Long after you have all faded into the nothing, I shall remember you, for I am Kevin, the All-Knower, the one
It's a
who knows
catchy
all.
song, right? It's a catchy song. That's why you're always gonna remember. You're always gonna remember it.
That is
Well,
correct.
Kevin, I regret if I had more materials, I could repair your legs. If that is something you would be interested in.
Ah, silly fool! The All-Knower has no legs. What are these
Well, I
legs you speak of?
I can see that. I could. Well, does anyone have any scrap metal or?
Well,
I do have a
let's see.
spell I could try.
What is this spell you speak of? There is no such thing.
We got a good speller here. Give it a
Yeah,
give it a
it's,
go.
spelling. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You know,
Throw
like
it up.
CAT, cat. Do you know CAT spells cat?
That's a
You
great.
speak nonsense.
Okay, all right. Let me try again. How about STONE, stone?
Ah, you see, I do not understand the words coming from your mouth. Stone is all around us, my friend. These strange, arbitrary CTNBWs, I don't know what these are. These are just sounds, my friend. You must put
Come on,
sounds
Ed.
together to make words.
Preach.
Okay, I'm just gonna lean down and over by its legs where it seems like things may be broken. I'm gonna try casting mending.
Okay. That's a cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay, I do not know what
It's
the
not a
rules are
very
for...
powerful cantrip, but
I don't know if... I don't know what the rules are of mending affecting Warforged. I don't think it does it? Because I think you have to be
It's kind of a
gray area.
gray area.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Oh, go ahead.
Because I have a thing. My channel divinity lets me create basically any simple item if I have enough requisite metal or money with an hour-long ritual, but I don't think I have enough metal or money to create new legs for this. I mean, he doesn't seem to be distressed, so I guess it's fine.
No, he doesn't seem to be in any pain.
Yeah, it's just I feel bad because he looks like he's just a
Okay.
rocker.
Okay, so you, Hellion, you lean down and you kind of place your hands on where his legs ought to be. They're all severed, and there's all these gross, dusty wires and stuff and stone and all these weird materials sticking out of him. And you try to cast mending, and a few of like
Very
his
good.
tiny inner gut metallic pieces kind of seem to reform a little bit. Like there's this tiny little piece that seems to kind of like become a little less bent. But that's about it. That's all the effect it has.
Well,
Do
gonna
we
work.
do we see the remains of
Sir.
his legs anywhere?
You see no sign of legs. What was that, brother?
Mr. Kevin, sir, here. Maybe we could take him
Yes.
on a tour, just expand his mind a bit, do him a favor. But I've got to go.
I cannot move, for the All-Knower has always been in one place.
I've got an idea. Maybe let's just see how you feel about like what you would like to be a little bit taller. See the world from just a taller vantage point. Okay, just hold still. I guess you can't do
What are
otherwise.
you doing?
Okay, he's gonna try to pick him up. I guess strength. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crit fail. You try to lift him.
he's on my foot. He's on my foot.
Yeah, he slips and he like lands on like
Oh.
your fingers, and he starts screaming. Ah! Ah!
Come on, help. He's way heavier than I. Completely under.
I'll try to help. I guess I'm pretty strong.
Roll strength.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh my
Ow!
gosh.
Just strength.
Yeah, just roll me a strength.
15.
Okay. You managed to easily move him back off, Chester's foot and fingers, and kind of set him back in the position he originally was. What strange new sensation! Some devilry, some illusion of you passing.
Kevin.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the allegory of the cave?
I do not know this allegory of the cave.
You see, everything that you have experienced, that you know, that's everything that you know. So, if you were shown something new that you didn't know, well, it might just not seem real. So, what did you say if you see something you don't know, that you just consider it not real? And then nothing will be weird or scary anymore. If something changes.
Did not listen terribly closely. You must understand, you are fleeting meteoric beings. You pass through one door and out the other, and you notice now in the light of Forger's mace that at there's actually a far door at the kind of far corner of the room leading into darkness. They pass through one door and into the other, and none survive.
Well,
What all is there?
Oh, nothing! Outside of this universe, there's the great nothingness.
Well, what if we could show you more than just the great nothingness and what's in this room?
There is no such thing. Foolish children. I would invite you, however, to stay within the universe, for beings that remain within the universe seem to retain their existence forever.
Forger, would you do our friend a favor and show him what appears through the door?
If we bring you, perhaps we could stay forever.
Yes, indeed, you can stay forever, and then Kevin need not be alone.
Forger, would you have the strength to perhaps roll, carry, or otherwise move our good friend Kevin here?
We won't try.
So
Let's try that again.
How about I take one side? We'll do it together. I'll take one side. You take the other side.
I object to this vociferously. I am the all-knower. The all-knower must remain in his place.
if Kevin wants to stay here and is not in any distress,
I guess it is. It is his. That's you're an adult. You can do what you want. I guess.
I would not.
Hang on,
move
I
him
think I
without
have a
his
better idea.
Consent.
Allow me to double check my items. Do I have a mirror?
I do, but it makes you crazy if you look at it, I think.
Oh gosh, no, that doesn't help. Does anyone have a normal mirror?
Although it actually might help in this situation because it's the mirror of mad revelation.
Oh gosh, I want to have the mirror so he can see through what's through the door, not make him insane. But sure, we could do that.
I invite you to remain forever here, and we shall be as companions.
I'm sorry, Kevin, but
we got some things to
can't
do.
stay here forever. We have to go forward into the great nothingness.
As you will. Of all the things I know, and I know everything, the one thing I do not understand is why beings such as yourselves, stupid as you are, choose to be destroyed so easily.
Hey, Kevin, I have a question.
Yes, I know all things.
Do you know what object permanence is? I have a bit of experience explaining this to my fans.
He's got a great song.
Object permanence. I'm very familiar with this concept.
Okay, what does it mean?
It is how objects, they exhibit permanence.
He gets it. He gets it. I think we're done here. He understands.
Okay, so I just got a question. So if I walk through that door, I never appear again?
Oh, no one has ever returned through the door.
Allow me to demonstrate. May I walk through the door and then walk back out?
Okay, you want to walk towards the door?
Yeah, preferably the door we came from, but whatever.
Oh, the door you came from. Okay, yeah, you walk out through the door you came from, and then right back in. What was that?
And I'm still here.
Yes, of course you are still here. That is most peculiar, but I see now. I know all things. It's the beings such as yourselves, if they go back through the door they come through, they may retain their existence, but if they pass through the door of finality, then they vanish into nothing.
Can I do I guess it would be medicine check to see if he's got some wires loose that I might be able to help him with.
Sure, roll medicine.
That's a
Okay.
fantastic idea. Because
I'm gonna jostle. I'm gonna reattach his hard drive real quick. Hold on.
I love
What,
it.
were you saying something, brother? Sorry.
No, I was just
Okay.
saying it was a paper bag going out. Nothing important.
Okay, so with your medicine check of 14, Forger, you can tell this guy looks, aside from, obviously he's lost his legs, and he, as far as you can tell, he lost his legs a very long time ago. He's probably doesn't remember ever having them. It's possible he lost them before he awoke.
Oh.
And you looking at him, besides the loss of his legs, he seems fine. But you know that Warforged only learn based upon stimuli.
So if he's just been here alone all that time, then he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, there's a possibility he's just been in this room his entire life.
So he's the all-knower that actually doesn't know anything. That's funny. Well, Kevin, the all-knower,
Yes,
you appear to be in good health, aside from your legs, which I would imagine you lost before your awakening.
What is
You see, you are like me. You are Warforged.
I will readily admit you are the first being I have seen who appears to be similar to me in appearance, but you clearly do not know everything, therefore you cannot be the all-knower. It is simply logic.
I am not the all-knower. I am Forger.
I can
right
teach you
of
many
man.
things, Forger. For instance, that stone over there is named Leroy.
I see. I think I know what the problem is here.
Is the one over there named Jenkins?
He looks at you and he goes, "How did you know that?"
Well, if you are okay here for now, Kevin, when we return, we could take you to the surface if you would like to continue to explore and expand your infinite knowledge.
You will not return, my poor deluded man, but you are free to walk to your nothingness. I cannot stop stupidity. I have long given up such ventures.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the people who have come before us?
Ah, many have come before you. Oh, yes, very many. Once there were these great spheres, and at least I heard people speak of great spheres. I don't think they ever actually existed. It was a kind of delusion. And there were people who walked. Yes, it was through the door to nothingness, and they walked through that door, right? Because I call it the principle of directional existence. If you walk through one door, the other door becomes your demise. And some walked out through the door that, as I described, that is your demise. And they came out, and they had talked about leaving some object, which of course is impossible because they did not exist. And I reasoned with them, and I implored them not to leave me alone, and they walked out through the door you came through, which became the door of their finality, for they vanished as soon as they went beyond it and never returned.
Well, that
And of course-
means that they reached the surface and probably continued on with their lives.
The surface is what we are standing upon at this very moment.
No, there is a surface above this surface.
I hate
That's
to break
not
this to you, but you have no legs on which to stand.
You can crawl if you want.
I do not know of what you speak. Crawl to where?
Forger, could you please demonstrate how he might move about his room?
Yeah, I grab his arms and I start puppeting them to showing that he has the ability to move. For sure, it's a little slow, but
Oh! What are you doing to me? What devilry is this?
I am teaching you how to move.
Forger, I order you to desist at this minute. I am the eternal all-knower. You cannot disrespect the one who
I
knows
drop
all.
him.
What's that? You
I
him?
drop him. Yeah, if
Oh.
he asks me not to, then I'll drop him. But
That is most peculiar. But of course, I knew this would happen. He kind of feels around with his arms. And he kind of pulls himself a fraction. Yes, of course. It is entirely possible that one using the grabby ends may be able to move a short distance within the bounds of this 10-foot by 10-foot universe.
yes. Well, if we see your legs, I can definitely fix them for you.
I do not know what this legs is you speak of.
So if you look down here at the bottom of your body, you can see where this
yes.
part was severed.
The sprouty, broken, painful end, yes.
Yes. If we find the rest of
Painful.
you that you exist, we can attach it.
But no such thing exists, for all that exists is before us, Mr. Forger.
That's okay. Well, I think we have spent enough time on this.
Tell you, however, many have come through the door you have come through, and they have gone through the door to the beyond, and they have vanished. Indeed, only one has remained.
You?
No, I have never let strayed from this room, for I am the all-knower, the one who knows all.
Wow.
I'm
Tell us
starting
about the
to,
one who has remained.
Yes. Her name is Trixie, and she, as she put it, told me to, gave me this great and beautiful, I don't know what word she would use to describe it, a mantra. She said, "Shut up and let me drink." It was a beautiful moment. She is just
Normally-
beyond, lying upon the threshold to the door of finality, contemplating whether she shall live or demise.
Is there a body?
Roll perception.
That's a
Oh,
nat
yeah,
20.
natural 20. You notice that one of the dark shapes is not a stone, but in fact is a sleeping goblin woman who is lying very quietly before the next door that leads deeper into the ruin.
Oh, but she's alive.
She is very much alive. She's sleeping, and she's got like a flask clutched in one of her hands.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Trixie, you gotta wake up.
As you guys walk over, try to wake her up.
Trixie.
Yeah, wait, what do you want? Hey, who the heck are you? Are you the fuzz? What is this? What does it mean? What is this?
We are here to explore this ruin and came upon Kevin here.
I heard that before. Yeah, that's what Binko wanted to do. Is he wanted to explore, and he went down through that door. Never saw him again.
Well, that's not a good sign, but we are fairly capable.
Listen,
I
is
think.
this about Ezreal? This is about Ezreal, because I don't know. Listen, I ain't with him. You understand?
Which door did Esmo go out of?
No, Ezreal, but I clearly see you don't know who I'm talking about. So forget I said it. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. You know, I'm telling you. Listen, okay, me and him are through. We're finished. We ain't friends. We ain't anything we were before, okay? I didn't know he was going to cast Fireball in the tavern, and, in his defense, he didn't know the orphanage was right next to the tavern, okay? So, you know what? Shove off.
Should I do a history check? Do I
You
know?
recognize Ezreal as the name of Ezreal Deathrim, your prior traveling companion from the day before.
Oh no.
Oh.
The dude that had all the skulls?
Yes.
Oh no.
Was it-
Listen, okay, I ain't responsible for none of this. Okay, I didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, I don't know why people are after me, but you guys could just push off. You can go follow Binkle if you want. Yeah, it's real fun in there.
Hey, Trixie. Hey, Trixie.
Yeah, what do you want, Larry the Lizard?
Oh God.
Oh my gosh, you are Larry the Lizard. I was being racist, but you actually are Larry the Lizard.
Hey.
What the heck are you doing here?
Trying to figure out what you're doing here, and
Lying low. What does it look like I'm doing?
getting drunk in a cavern with a celestial being that
this-
believes he is the entire universe. That's what.
Yeah, but this idiot, Mr. Talking Bust over here, he's just like the shoulder and the head. I don't know what he's doing here. Yes, Trixie is a great competitor. Shut up!
What if we take the Warforged with us?
Please do. I hate him so much. Yes, hate. A word I know everything about.
Trixie, I'm not particularly
stuck down
fond of
here or
your
something?
previous companion either. How can we help you?
What was that, brother?
He was just asking if she was stuck down here.
No, I'm not stuck. Okay, listen, I'm just lying low for a couple of days till they quit looking for me, and then I'll be out. What was that?
You're hiding out. I can respect that.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, brother. It's like, kid tries to shake your hand. The greens gotta stick together, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, how do you know it's green? Never mind.
I could tell. You got the tusks.
Yeah, this when you got a Tuscan things, yeah. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Okay, you know what? You guys can do whatever you want.
I've been kind of walking by myself a while. I forget a Tuscan in the shirt sometimes, but I try to keep looking smart, even if there's no one around.
Okay, he's a moron. What?
Keep myself civilized, so just be.
What was it you asked her again, Kobo?
I asked her if she wanted help.
Oh, you want to help? You leave me the heck alone. Forget you ever saw me, okay? And hey, you want to help? Maybe a little bit of gold? Okay, just to get me started. I can pay you back. I'm good for it.
I don't believe that you can pay me back, but I might be willing to give you a hand.
Hey, if you guys are like rich adventurer types, hey, you give me some gold, I'll give you a tip.
Oh, well, we gotta do it now. He hands her a gold piece.
Oh, I didn't think you guys had money. All right. She flips it, catches it, puts it in her pocket. All right, don't go through that door.
You give me a tip. I know the difference now because of this bad experience in a restaurant. I know there's two different kinds. So I give you one tip. You got to give me the other kind. Otherwise,
we'll in the background.
But you get stuck going back and forth with the same thing. Won't get anywhere. And the entire economy is shut down.
Yeah, here's your tip. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, what happens beyond the door?
Oh, I'm a liver, so I didn't go back to see my friend Binkle, right? He comes down here with me. Me and him were with Ezreal. I mean, I was with Ezreal, but he was around. He's just a friend, right? And he says, I want to explore the rest of the ruin, Trixie. And I'm like, Binkle, you're an idiot. You know, these dark places underground, they're full of traps and monsters. Doesn't necessarily make sense why, but they always are. And he's like, come on, that's a stereotype. And he walks on through that door, and then like maybe 2 minutes go by, and then I hear the worst scream I ever heard in my life. Never see Binkle again.
Fucking mech shit.
That's not
Fuck,
great
hate
news,
mech.
but
I mean, that's not really a tip. That's
I inspect
I
the door
hate
to see if there's anything
mecha
sketchy
shit.
about it.
Okay, Christy, go ahead and roll like perception or investigation. Trixie turns to you, Chester, and goes, "Here's a tip, but don't go through the door. That's a very solid tip."
well,
Nada.
you can't argue with that logic.
You look at it. You look at the door, Aris, and it's just a door. You can't really make out anything remarkable about it. It just leads to a dark hallway.
Hang on, Trixie. What happened when they walked through the door? Did it happen immediately or a little while after?
Nah, he went down the hall. Probably some other room back there or something full of who knows what. I know everything. There is nothing beyond the door. Shut up!
Huh. So, let me see what I have for light.
Open the door.
It's open. It just leads to this dark hallway.
Yeah, let's see. What do I have for creating light? I have...
Well, Forger Scott has a little mace that's illuminating this room, and kind of like there's a.
Hey, Forger.
I have torches.
Can you hold that up? I want to take a peek down the hall.
Yeah. Kind of stand in the doorway and hold the glowing mace out through to cast some light.
See a long, dark hallway terminating in a dark doorway.
Yeah.
Are you looking close? Like, do you want to roll perception? Or?
Yeah, I want to roll perception.
Yeah, roll perception. Yeah, I was about to say you might be able to see a bit better. Okay, yeah, with that roll, you can tell that there's a secret door halfway down the hall to the left. It's like crumbling, and it's this ancient, crumbling, broken masonry hallway leading towards darkness. It's just this long hall to darkness.
So it's a long hall with a door halfway down.
Yeah, to the left, and then it just continues on forward into darkness.
Curious if they went through that door. Hey, Trixie.
Yeah?
Did you see them go down this hall?
Yeah, that's where Binkle went, and then he's dead.
Did he go through the door?
What door? Yeah, I mean the door in front of us, yeah.
How do you know he's dead?
Well, I heard the scream, right? And he didn't come back.
Because, like, how long ago was that?
About a week.
You've been down here a week?
That guy's dead.
Yeah. Ezreal burned down a freaking orphanage, and I was standing right next to him, screaming at him to be, like, more responsible with his fire stuff. And now they're all after me, because I'm the goblin.
Definitely precarious. Would you like to get out of this mess?
And go where, huh? You got some kind of, like, rehab for goblins? Is that what you do?
No, what I have is a disguise kit.
What do you want for it?
No, I'll keep it on my persons for now, but if you're willing to give us a hand, we might be able to get you out of this mess and onto other territory.
Give you a hand how? I ain't going down that hallway. I'm no suicidal.
You chicken?
Hey, you disrespecting me? She blinks. The heck? What the? You look just like the Princess Galemyst lady.
That I am.
What? She's like scrambling to like try to figure out how to like bow or kneel or curtsy. She's never done any of the three. Yeah, you're like a big one. What are you doing out here? She's like trying to like fix her hair.
I've got a couple of errands to run.
See, you're for the Underqueen? Is she ain't mad at me, is she?
Oh, not that I know of.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her about this, okay? Because I had nothing to do with it. Okay, nothing.
Oh, no.
I honor my queen. You know, underworlder through and through. I live on the surface, but you know, deep down, underworlder, underqueen, 100% all the way. You know that Wood King. Hate him. Yeah, stupid trees, right?
Is there anyone down here that you know of?
Other than Mr. Allnumber, yes, Kevin. Other than that annoying talking box, no, I did not. No, other than Binkle's corpse is somewhere probably, and whatever killed him.
I think our best bet is to go through those doors. Walk through the hallway.
It's your funeral, milady. But whatever. I mean, I don't know if your mother would want you killing yourself, but it's none of my business.
I would not.
Yaman kind of interjects. Well, listen, all treasure hunting's dangerous, and with respect to this fine lady here, we can handle this. Yeah, your funeral, buddy.
Well, Forger kind of looks at Aris and strangely and like cocks his head because he did not know that Aris was royalty. And I suppose we should continue on, unless Trixie or Kevin would like to go on an adventure. I guess they can stay here.
I'm staying right here. No, please, do not leave me. For I am the all-knower. I can teach you many things.
Kevin, I think I have something I can teach you.
That is impossible, for I know all things.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am the all-knower, the one who knows all. It's my name.
How sure?
I woke in the darkness eons ago, and I numbered the raindrops and the rocks and the walls and the two doors, and I knew that it was good, for they all number 72.
I also awoke in the darkness once. But
And she kind of looks at you.
There's more out there, I promise you. And I feel bad leaving you here. If you wish.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted.
If you wish to take a chance, you can come with us. Come with me, and I think you might be surprised.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay. Oh no.
Crit fail. You wish to kill me, you fool? No, I am the all-knower. I must last forever, for only within me resides the bank of all knowledge.
Hey, I have a question for you, all-knower.
Yes.
How long can you live?
I live forever. I have always lived and always will.
You've never seen anything outside of this room?
There is nothing beyond the universe. What a ridiculous notion.
Imagine this room is the same room as just slightly larger.
Oh, but I have thought of that many times, but it is not possible, for the walls have never moved, and they never shall.
Well, like if imagine like the wall just kind of keeps going, like that way's over there, and that way's over there, and then kind of like at an obtusate angle away from there.
You are the wisest among your company.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna have it go over to the wall and try to wiggle one of the bricks out.
Okay, you manage to grab a loose, broken piece of masonry, and it just kind of drops. And Kevin goes, "Ah!"
Oh, what's that? It seems like one of the walls.
The universe is crumbling. We shall all soon perish into nothing.
Oh, well, we'd better try to find a new universe then, real quick, huh?
Man, it'll open your mind.
Hey, Kevin, I have something I think that might have happened. I think Trixie's arrival might have started unraveling everything. Can I perhaps persuade you to leave before you die?
Roll persuasion.
I was about to say the bard probably has a better chance.
What difference does it make? From nothing to nothing, let us voyage! I shall go down as a legend! Remember me, tell my story!
I hold out a hand to Kevin.
He takes it.
I pick him up and sling him up on my back so he can
Roll
just kind of
strength.
hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Because he's heavy and not good at using his body. So roll strength.
Okay.
Forger, you gonna pick him up?
Yeah, I was gonna try.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry, I'm just mixing up voices, that's fine. You sling him up onto your back. Ah! What a revolutionary sensation! The ground is further away, that is peculiar, the surface is shrunk in size, it's most remarkable.
How many bricks are on the floor? Have you ever counted?
Ah, yes, there were 72, but now there is,
Did you
He
count
just
the
kinda
ones under
freezes.
you?
there was 72, and then he looks and he turns at the brick that you pulled out of the wall and he just stares at it. But now there is another!
Ah,
I will have to think on this.
The word you're looking for is 73.
Ah, yes, I knew that.
Well, and with him kind of, you know how that part in Star Wars when Chewbacca has C3PO
Right,
and
like
C3
you're
look on his back?
C3POing him along, yeah.
Yeah, I'm C3 being. He's just on my back now, like with my backpack or whatever, just holding on like a, like a little kid or whatever. And I will lead the way into the dark hallway with my light that I have.
Aris might talk to Trixie just one more time. She's like, "Are you sure you wouldn't like to come with us?"
Into the depths of death? No thanks. If you guys come back out alive, then I'll give you this gold piece back. Tell you about that.
All right. May you find softer soils.
You as well, princess. And Milady, she does that weird kind of shambling, not sure how to curtsy or bow thing again.
And she does like a proper curtsy. Thank you.
So you all push on through the next door. Chester, did you want to light one of your torches as well, or did you want to just go by the mace light?
Yeah, I probably should. I'll. What do I do? I cut it down to 9 torches.
Yeah. You just use one up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
Anyone else wants torches. I've got a lot of torches. That kind of weighing me down. If anyone else wants a torch,
I will take a torch.
here, take this one. I'll light a different one.
I'll just go by other people's torchlight.
Okay,
But I'm
cool.
gonna lean over to Aris and say, "That about."
What was what about?
So are you like actual royalty or something?
The queen took me in as one of her own when I was a child. Some consider me as the princess.
Wow, that's. I feel like you said it, but it just never really. Did you ever say it? I forget if you ever said it.
I didn't say it, but it was implied amongst everyone that knew me.
I guess I understood the Underqueen thing, but no, that's pretty amazing.
You think so?
I think it's wonderful.
My question for you all is: do you take the secret door on the left, or do you proceed straight?
Ah,
I feel like
Secret door.
I feel like a secret door is less likely to have traps.
Would you like to roll the check?
I actually have.
It'd be investigation, I think.
If there's a secret door, I'd like to check it out.
Yeah. I have detect traps, but that's more useful in an open space where you can see farther. So.
Yeah. It is up to you guys.
I would definitely like to investigate it.
I was gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you check it out?
Okay.
Let's send the child. Okay, Ellian, you go to the.
Well, it's an intelligence roll, so.
Do I know about? Does everyone know about the secret door? Because I don't think, like in character, do we all know
That's
about
a better
it?
question. Have you said, Kobo? I think it was Forger who looked in. Have you said that there's a secret door, Forger?
We talked about the door with Trixie.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So yeah, you do know Chester.
Okay. Chester, follow me. Let's go to the secret door. Let's figure it out.
Would you like to check for traps? It'd be investigation roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's great.
All right, Chester, you see no traps, and neither do you.
Look pretty
Ellian?
clear to me. Let's go.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah,
So you guys open the door.
Yeah, push it open.
I'll let
You
Chester
push
do
on it.
Wait,
honors.
before you
order.
open that door, I'm not sure what's gonna be on the other side of that. So just in case I need to shoot something, I'm gonna grab my handy crossbow.
Okay, so you kind of. Oh, yeah, you take out the friendly crossbow. Oh, hi there, buddy! The crossbow immediately exclaims, and it like echoes down the hallway. Are we ready to kill some stuff together?
He jumps like 3 feet in the air.
Oh gosh. Calm down, calm down. I
You got
don't
hit
know if
by
I
that.
need you to shoot anything or not yet. We're gonna open this door. We're gonna see what's on the other side. Make sure it's
Let's do
safe.
it.
Oh my gosh, it's possessed. Where did you get this?
Don't
From a
worry, it's friendly.
zombie. But
Yes,
yeah,
I'm your friendly neighborhood crossbow, and I just love killing things with my friends.
Forger just shakes his head. He's like, I can't believe they took a stealth weapon and made it unstealthy. That's just
Possessed with
that's
the
just
spirit of
shoddy
blood.
craftsmanship.
Are
Did
you
you say it
calling
was
my
possessed?
weapon shoddy?
Well, okay.
My weapon
Not
has
exactly.
feelings.
Does it?
Don't worry, buddy. No one can hurt my feelings. No one can keep us down. Let's kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him. He's my friend.
Of course not, buddy. We're all friends together. Brother, what was it you said it was possessed by?
He said it's possessed by a spirit of bloodlust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Bloodlust
I-
and joy, yeah.
I just love killing people.
Well, I will push through since I have a light and I have a shield and I'm pretty tough if something happens. I'll
You push the
lead
door open,
way.
and like all these bits of rock and dust fall off it.
Kevin, what do you think of this?
I do not know. It's just peculiar. We are not dead yet. But yes, I know that all things are truly known. So in a sense, this must be the same chamber. It has simply rearranged its particles around us. Yes, that would make sense.
You keep on thinking about that one, my friend.
Yeah, how about we're the ones rearranging our own particles by doing something called walking? Anyway, I don't see anything I need to use the crossbow for, so I'm gonna put this guy back.
Hey, buddy, no, he's gonna put me down. Stop stalking because you should let go of him. You walk into this small room. It's full of dust. Do you guys want to? You see that on the far side of the room there's a tall coffin-like object, and there's also really should have written this down in a different place in the thing. Hang on, I gotta look at my notes. One moment. Yes, you find there's also a pile of like a stack of ancient stone tablets. It's a big kind of coffin-looking thing, and a pile of ancient stone tablets, and a lot of dust and cobwebs.
Oh,
Do the tablets have writing on them?
You can investigate them. You pick them up.
Yeah.
I like to look at these tablets.
They are covered in writing. Ellian, you recognize it as primordial.
These are pretty old here. I feel like.
Can you read them, Master Ellian?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and read it verbatim.
You start kind of flipping through it. It looks like apparently it's the minutes of different courtroom sessions. They appear quite ancient. It's a little difficult to decipher the language and the phrasing and the special terminology. And you're flipping through these kind of minutes and these tablets, kind of heaving these dusty tablets apart. And you find one. It's the minutes of a decision by the Old Eyes. It's about 1,000 years ago. It's dated to about 1,000 years ago. Oh no, it's about 2,000 years ago. Yeah, that's okay. Had to fix my note. It's during a bloody war between the Wood King and the Underqueen, and you find that the council makes the decision to divide the primordial melody into pieces, entrusting each to a neutral guardian, lest one of the two warring monarchs discover the whole of it, gain an upper hand, and destroy the other.
Divide the primordial melody, you said?
Yes,
That's right.
into pieces and distribute them to neutral parties.
So some sort of neutral parties. Now, I wonder if there's other spirits of sorts that might have parts of the primordial melody. I wonder if
Kind
Now-
of gaping your mouth open.
now, we're headed to Bumbo ultimately, right? Bumbo is a safe place.
Is you thinking that one of these pieces might be with Bumbo?
Bumbo seems like he would be a probably powerful neutral party.
Hmm. And with the marriage between the two kingdoms, maybe finding this melody might be helpful.
Yeah, and Gutterpaw kind of pipes up. You paid me not to pry, so I don't know if this is my business, but I know a thing or two about Bumbo. If you're interested.
You were you were doubting us going to Bumbo earlier, and you seem more invested now.
Well, I mean that's where you pay me to take you. It's kind of a difficult place to reach. I only know the stories. A lot of people try to go to Bumbo. Not a lot of them come back.
What are these things that
You
you
believe it?
suddenly want to share?
Well, I believe I spoke with one of you about this. Bumbo's quite a character, you might say. Neutral's an interesting word for it. If you had one side and then you had another side, I wouldn't say Bumbo was neutral. I'd say he was on his own side. He's a unique character. Not difficult to deal with. Not dangerous as far as anyone's ever said. Not in the usual sense, but he's going to meet him ain't exactly it ain't exactly an easy proposition. It's a sort of an intense experience, you might say.
Well, I mean, my I can't say I've heard a whole lot about Bumbo, so my initial thought may not be right, but still, it might be a thought worth looking into.
I mean, I don't know nothing about no melody business, but I mean, nobody really knows what Bumbo's keeping up at his house.
This might be important. What if something goes wrong with the marriage? And she's kind of worried about the prince and whatnot.
Kobo, you of course know the primordial melody because you were tasked to find it.
Yeah, although I might need some guidance here. So, quickly, I only show Draconic in my language other than Common, so I assume I can't actually understand Primordial?
No, you cannot.
I'm reading it and kind of aloud
Ellian's
doing
translating.
my
Yeah,
best translation of it.
yeah. Ellian's kind of read it
common
out loud.
equivalent.
Yeah. So you're understanding what's written on these tablets, but you can't read them yourself because Ellian's essentially reading them to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what to do here. So I've forgotten a little bit about what that plot was. I remember that out of character for a second.
You fell asleep in the little hollow between Riddleston and Kimbuck. You woke up in this weird abandoned house on like the skeletal couch, and this figure from this thing called the Association of Pieces said that you had been kind to Human, so they trusted you to go after this thing called the Primordial Melody, which they say is essential, and they say that if you sing it over someone, they become immune to being consumed by the Ederwither.
Yes, that's what it did. I couldn't remember I remember most of the details, but I can't remember what it actually did.
That's what you've been told that it does, yeah.
So clearly there's something I should be doing here, but I'm not really sure what it is. Did I miss something? Was there a reference to a song there?
There was no song mentioned. It was just mentioned that the song was broken into pieces and given to neutral parties. That's all that the tablet said.
Oh, I really needed that hint because I wasn't going to catch that on my own.
Yeah, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to bring that point up. So, as much as I possibly can. Who was that? Let's see. Adriel was there. Forger, I don't think was there. Ellian was there. When I explained what had happened after I left that house and that vision of the association. So,
yeah.
Ellian, you should remember this. Okay. Hey, Ellian, do you remember the primordial song? Do you think this is it?
The primordial melody.
Sorry. Yes, that.
I can only imagine there's one.
Well,
Song
do you
of
think this
such
is it?
power. I would think so. I mean, this is very old, but this seems to be written by authority, a high up authority.
This sure seems like it's what the song talked about, the melody. Split up and sent to neutral parties. But how would we ever find it all?
I suppose, yeah, for all the clues we can.
Okay, well, it looks like we've got our reading cut out in front of us.
Well, if it's if it's primordial, I can read it.
I can assist if you need any help.
Oh yeah, you can also read it, can't you?
Oh, that's. I didn't know you could read that too. That's great.
Alright.
My
It'll-
birth parents taught me when I was small.
Yeah, I
I
just
think that's a
learned it
commonly
from
known
books.
for Genasi. Yeah.
Learned it from books, and just because I'm not maybe the most fluent in it, but I can understand.
By the way, if one of you want to, you can pick up the stone tablets and carry them with you.
Do we need them? It sounded like they were just kind of like
They
record.
do. They are ancient. They might be of value. If you were to sell them. But it's up to you guys. You can also. I mean, you already examined them pretty closely. You'd know that they're worth about 20 gold pieces.
How many are there?
There's just it's just like a set of maybe 5. There's not that many. They're not that big.
Oh,
You could
okay.
carry them. Yeah.
Well, we can put them in. Well, I mean, we can put them in our treasure hunter's bag. He seems pretty strong.
I can carry them for you.
Thank you.
We are off for treasure, so I ain't gonna go through the hassle of trying to find it.
I like Chandler's gonna just kind of as they're picking this up, see if are they on like a table somewhere, or are they kind of scattered around?
Scattered around.
Okay. Well, just the same. He's gonna. I guess there'd be perception to check to see if there's any booby traps or anything as we pick them up, with this trigger.
Yeah, you want to kind of take a peek around, a look around the room.
Yeah, so perception or investigation.
If you're just looking around the room generally, it'd be perception. I think I'll say it's perception in this case.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. Natural 20. You see. Let me go here. You see that there are these. You don't find any evidence of booby traps, but you do see that there's this signs that more recently, it's this ancient, largely undisturbed ruin. The tablets are covered in dust, right? But you see that something more recently was dragged across the stone floor, and the drag marks lead up to the coffin that's leaned up against one wall.
All right. Well, it looks like maybe someone had a body or a mattress or a very large couch or something. They were just one guy was grabbing it and the other person was slacking off, and they were moving it, and they put it maybe in from the side of from that door there over to this box here, this here kind of a sarcophagus. This is here.
The coffin also looks a lot newer than the rest of the ruin.
Yeah, Mr. Ellian, should we investigate?
It's a recent edition. It looks pretty kind of more recent than everything else. You see the long groove there is where they dragged it, and you can see here this is been here not as long as say that rock or the tablets or what have you.
Wow, you're very observant.
I'm pretty perceptivicacious myself. Thank you.
That's very well.
You're
Yeah.
You're quite perceptivicacious yourself for noticing.
I've been called that at least once.
I'll move over towards this coffin and hold my light up. So if Ellian wants to take a look at it and investigate, he can. So I would like to assist Ellian.
You're checking it out. I'll assist you.
Well, I have a 0 to investigation, so
Okay.
But I guess with a
you can assist me. You want me to check it out? I'll check it out.
Yeah, so I'll assist you to give you advantage.
Okay. That's 16.
All right. You look at it. It does appear. Chester's right. It's newer than the ruin itself. It is. It seems to have been dragged here pretty recently. There was writing in Primordial on it, but it appears to have been worn off when it was transported here. When it was dragged here, it kind of got broken off. Apparently, it seems to have been set here in a great hurry. It's not locked. There's nothing like holding it shut. It's just the lid's just kind of sitting on top of it, angled. You could easily open it.
Uh,
All right, who wants to be brave and open that?
how about,
I'll
hold
open it.
on, hold on.
Oh,
We just
You could.
if we just take it just to be cautious, because weird things sometimes. I'll take a step back. Everybody, just step back.
I have an unseen servant.
Okay. Something a little simpler. And I'll just cast Mage Hand, and when we're all standing back a bit, carefully.
What's the weight limit on Mage Hand there?
I think it's like 5 pounds.
Was it 5? Oh, let's see.
Let me see here.
10 pounds.
10
You
pounds.
can.
Okay.
Okay, 10 pounds. You can't quite get the Mage Hand, the Spectral
Okay.
Hand, to lift.
Would a
lid.
second pair of mage hands help?
That's
Yes.
funny.
I'll allow it. Actually, yes. 2 Mage
Okay.
Hands. That's 20 pounds. Yeah. Another Spectral Hand joins yours, Ellian, and you each grab a side, and it kind of lifts.
That's genius. That's really good.
Big spray of dust. Inside, you see a petrified elf woman turned to stone
Oh,
in a peculiar uniform.
interesting.
Huh.
Cautiously step forward up to
Uniform
it.
What was that, Chester?
Is a uniform also stone?
Yes, it's all turned to stone.
So they
Okay.
were petrified and then put into this coffin.
Correct. That's
Too bad
apparent.
I don't have it's probably like a 5th or 6th level spell to fix that. So
Is there anything like broken or obviously?
If you want to look, is that investigation or perception? If you want to look.
Investigation if you're examining something specific.
So yeah, if we want to look up, just looking inside the coffin, see if there's any other clues or.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can roll investigation. All you can find is just the stone woman and the box.
Huh.
does the uniform look familiar or
Roll history.
something? Okay.
See if you recognize it.
History. No.
You've never seen anything like this, as far as you recall. Oh, Chester, you know that it's not a uniform native to the Eastern Empires in any way. You know that this is not something that that's from the countries you're from.
Nothing I've ever seen. Nothing. No imperial looking stuff there.
I like how Chester has -1 to all these rolls, but he rolls really good anyway.
Yeah, that is actually amazing.
I don't recognize it
Uh,
either.
Can I see if I know anything about it?
Sure, roll history.
Oops, I didn't mean to do advantage. But you take the first one.
Yeah, and it is 24, so here goes. You recognize this uniform. In fact, you understand why other people maybe didn't recognize it, because when you did see it, it was quite torn and disheveled. It was what the zombies were wearing.
This is really strange. The zombies that we had to fight, wearing the same thing. This is in better shape, aside from being stone, but I know where this is from.
Well, I think at the time when you were fighting the zombies, weren't you told who they were in life?
How was I? It's been a while.
You would remember at least that they were told that you were told, like, they were trying to kill you specifically, Ellian, that they wanted to kill humans specifically. They talked about cleansing, I think.
Yep.
You probably, I think it was mentioned that the zombies were from the army of Draymond Deathmaker. the former sort of genocidal gnome guy who went around killing humans.
So is this an outfit from Raymond Deathmaker?
It matches the ones the zombies were wearing.
An anti-human army.
Might be. I can't say for sure, but it might be better for us that this person is not alive before us.
That's fair. Let's should we put the lid back on here?
I think that would be the respectful thing to do.
Yeah, I'll
Lid
I
back
can
on.
probably do that. Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
we're gonna push on to find some more of that treasure since there weren't no jewelry in that box.
Yeah, let's
How much is this stone woman? How much does this weigh?
It's pretty heavy.
Like a cursed thing. Maybe we should take her with us, and we can kind of find someone with enough magics to magicify her. You know, just kind of lift the curse. Maybe
well, I think that what Ellian was implying is that this person was likely from an extremist anti-human army that was genociding, probably. So maybe we should.
It's the same thing that the zombies that were acting under Draymond were wearing. So, I kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, if you guys want to move the stone lady, I carry her, drop her when we're fighting, pick her back up, and we carry her out. Maybe we sell her to some statue collector. I don't think it's gonna fetch that much.
That sounds like
I think it
more
might
work
not be
than
worth it. Yeah.
Yes, let's continue on.
All right, let's go. All right, so you guys head back into the hall.
Yep.
There was no other
Push back.
exit from this room?
There is no other exit, just this one side room. You push back into this long, dark hall, and Forger's blood red light illuminates it. And the only other way you haven't explored is down the hall.
which is the bad direction from what we gather from Trixie.
Correct.
Well, everyone ready to kick some ghost butt or whatever it is down here?
I almost want to mess with Kevin right quick, but you're probably right.
Kevin's still just hanging on my back, so.
That's correct.
I wonder what would happen if you took Kevin back to his original room. If he'd freak out.
I mean, I think if we go through this whole thing and end up back there, he'll kind of hopefully understand that there's more to the world.
I'll just leave it at this. Hey, hey, Kevin, you see that light over there? That's the room you've been in your whole life.
No, that is the great horizon of nothingness. I fully understand the universe now. It is made of a small subset of particles that can rearrange sporadically under the effect of the thoughts of smaller beings.
Right. All right. Well, we'll come back to
You
this.
say you know so much, but you know so many. So little. Rather.
Oh, I know all things. I am the all-knower, the one who knows all.
Yeah.
The all you know is in this room. That's
No,
it.
the room is the same room.
That's the only all you know. There is many alls.
No, that's nonsensical. That's not even grammatical.
Oh, yes. It's very grammatical. There are some alls for leather.
Yeah, this is true. Well, just keep an open mind as we go.
Was
You
that
may
a-
learn much.
Was that a punchline?
You know,
It
some
wasn't supposed to be.
some things just never die. Some things stick around.
I didn't catch it.
He said there are some alls for leather, all being a thing that punches a hole through.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Yeah, and then I said, "Is that a
yeah.
punchline?"
Oh, I got it
Oh,
now.
for punching holes. Yeah, okay.
Okay, that was very clever. Okay,
It's fantastic.
you guys head down the hall.
Yes.
I'll
Carefully.
follow right
Yeah.
behind Forger, keeping an eye out.
Okay, you move down the hall and you step into what seems to be a much larger, cavernous room. Kevin kind of goes, "Oh!" And it's dark, and your blood red light kind of casts out, and you see just ahead of you this wide, cylindrical stone block, like a great high table for giants. And well, not quite for giants, but it's big. Built of ancient moldering marble, and the sides of it are full of these ruined shelves, and on the shelves glitter all these precious things. And atop the block, there's a great stone sphere. And as you step inside, you begin to hear something moving, a strange sort of shuddering sound.
I'm gonna
That's
look
kind
around.
of
Can I roll history to figure out what the heck if I recognize it? I don't know why I would, but
oh yeah, you can roll history.
oh, he has no idea what's going on.
You've
Could
never
I
heard anything like this in your life. Go ahead, Aris.
inspect this magically?
Um,
Maybe
you
your Arcana?
sure, you can roll Arcana. Just get a vibe. You're not quite to the table yet, but you have no idea what's going on. You hear
Yeah.
this kind of slithering, oozing sound, and then you see all of a sudden, clatter, clatter. You see a goblin skeleton drop down to the floor, picked clean, and then
Up?
these
Oh,
dark,
dude, Mr. Bingle.
and then these dark tentacles
What's
follow.
Oh no.
And in the middle of the great, enormous stone orb, there lights up a blood red eye. And that's what we're going to call the session.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no.
Oh man, that's a cliffhanger right there.
That's pretty good.
Well,
Oh,
that
we
was
we found the goblin guy.
yeah, you found out what happened to Binkle.
He's he
It's gone to a
gone.
better place.
Fatality.
Hopefully, yeah.
And bones, minus the skin.
Yep. Oh, this was really fun, guys. Thank you for playing.
Good
Sorry, it was
session, yeah.
yeah. It was a bit longer than the usual, but we had a lot to get through, and we didn't even go through the whole thing I had. But I'm tired.
I am gonna make my exit pretty quick. I'm kind of sore, so.
Yeah, no worries, man.
alright.
You hang in
Word of
there.
advice: don't mess up your arm
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
on a dirt
And
bike.
Phoenix, great having you here. Even though you're just
Yes.
listening, it was great having you here.
It's
It was.
great
It's
having
always
you here,
lovely.
Adriel. And it was really fun listening
so
or
much you-
seeing you type.
I started
Yeah.
feeling better later by the end of the session. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's always how it goes. Oh,
Hopefully
well,
next time, yeah.
yeah.
Just fun
Hopefully
though.
next time.
No, it was awesome. Thank you guys.
Maybe Adrian to the rescue, part 2.
Once
Yeah,
again, Adriel
hopefully.
comes to save our butts.
Oh,
Well,
Adrian.
now the Jackley's just gonna look like a good guy.